then the volcano explodes. Man, can you imagine that you're going to a place that has an active volcano and it's like as you're approaching the land, boom.
Wow.
That's gonna happen.
It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
I think I'm just gonna record like one or two, well, two at least, in just one go instead of stopping in between. I could use this ring.
Welcome back, milady.
And you must be her schoolmates, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo vacation home. Please follow me.
We look identical.
Is this the right place?
Dude, real life maids.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely confirms it.
I mean, what didn't give it away? The fact that the school, the whole area is named after them. They own the damn place. Of course they're well off. There he is.
It's good to see you.
Not one for talking.
Was that?
Her father?
Dude, talk about scary. He's not gonna make us walk the plank, is he?
That's where Mitsuru gets her fiery personality from.
Don't be stupid.
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Sweet, this is gonna rock. Hey, you wanna go to the beach? It's right there. Dude, this place rules. Come on, let's go.
What, already? I mean, sure, but let me get changed first.
Then I'll see you there. I'm not gonna waste a single minute.
That'd be funny if the beach nearby was actually one of those crappy beaches where it's mostly just stones.
Got my sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe.
You know, I'm just now remembering something. There is a moment here that, you know, some people would probably take offense to now, but I wonder if it was in the remake as well. You'll see what I mean when we get to this.
Yep, summer's here.
Got the big fish.
Darn, there's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
Even Persona 5 in its own way kind of has a similar kind of thing that was at least a bit controversial, but at least it was. Because I think they changed it being royal, because I played Persona 5 and I played Royal, and the way the characters are definitely different between the two.
You must be joking. We come all the way to the beach and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
How about training on a train?
Damn right I do. It's summertime at the beach. I've got the perfect activity.
You know, wearing a shirt and, you know, whatever swimming trunks or whatever. It's not swimming trunks or something else that Akiko's wearing. This makes him look like he's naked from the, you know, bottom down. Just looks weird.
What?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takaba. As you can see, she's chosen a bold design, quite unexpected. It takes a lot of confidence to pull off a swimsuit like that.
Is that umbrella taken?
Next up is contestant number 2, Fuuka Yamagishi. Wow, Fuuka, I had no idea you were so... I mean, you should wear a swimsuit more often.
Huh?
Oh, come on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Stop that creepy laugh, you perv.
And here's our final contestant.
The sun
Is something wrong?
is literally obscuring her.
Wow! Mitsuru senpai, you're beautiful.
The sun is literally beaming through you.
Yeah, your skin is flawless. Did you already put on sunscreen?
Yeah, but he got a lot of sunbeam.
No, not yet.
So, which one's your type?
You know, is this like a thing? I can't remember. I haven't played Persona 4 in years. I can't remember if you had a similar thing to this, but you do in Persona 5 as well. Where you get a moment where it's like, so, you know, I don't know, how about you? Who's your type, man? Who's your type? Obviously, it doesn't really matter who you pick here, you can just like, I'm not interested. But, you know, first time I played this game, which was the only other time I played this game, I ended up with Yukari. It's the only one I was able to max out of the girls. Like, that even includes the other ones as well that aren't meant to be. I don't know. So I shifted those two together so
Aha! Just as I thought. Man, this is great. I'm in heaven.
And honestly, you know, after when I originally played the game, got through the main story, and then played the answer after that, seeing like Yukari's character, like, developed with that was like, amazing. Yeah, he was fitting that they would be a couple, maybe. I don't know. I imagine in canon they probably do this for every game. It's like, now the protagonist is 100% straight up single every single time. It's like, all these girls fall for him, but they're like, I'm the ultimate Chad because I always say, not interested.
How about a swim? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Charge!
And he gets hit by a rogue wave and goes out to sea. You feel uneasy, as if someone is watching you, and it's not on YouTube. It's someone in the game.
Whoa!
The uneasy feeling went away. There was another social link that I almost maxed out when I originally played the game. Is there even any sound? What's going on? It's like, oh yeah, a bomb explosion went off or something, and that's why the protagonist can't hear anything. He can't even hear it flashing. Thank you, Mitsuru senpai. Thank you so much. I could die right now with no regrets. Okay, and bang, you're dead. Koro-san, outfit Junpei is here. Hey, you like it? You like that, huh? No one can resist flashing girls at the beach. Hey, I'm gonna smash more water on you. Hey, you gotta pay for that. Take this. Koro-san, help! Can't do anything. I'm just standing around. Oh, there's sound. What the fuck? It's such a nice place. Why does stupid have to be here and spoil it all? Where's the sound? There was the sound of splashing. No. What's going on? I feel like the protagonist has hit his head on something and he can't hear properly. There it is. It's like really delayed. It's like, what's going on here? Everyone seems to be having fun. That's a good thing, I suppose. Operations during the dark hour put a lot of stress on us. Should relax a little. We're messed up. Oh yes, we can save here apparently. I didn't realize you were the save point, Akihiko. So we can save this moment in time and, you know, never save over this save file so we can get back to this wonderful scene of silence. What is with the sound? Oh man, it just feels off. This place is giving me Uncanny Valley vibes. Not in like, you know, the Uncanny Valley is in like something visually that looks off. No, this is something that sounds off. It's like, are we in a dream here? This isn't real. It's like, turns out the protagonist actually hit his head. He's in a coma this whole time. They didn't actually go to the beach yet. Isn't this place nice? I came here often when I was young, but I don't remember it looking quite like this. Ah yes, this spot right here if I recall. Not right now, but soon. Welcome to the jungle, dude. Where you going? Never play alone at the beach. Seriously, it feels like there should be music or something at least. Leaving already? No. Dude, you had me worried. There's a beach we're talking about here. Trixie Bikini, what more can you ask for? Soundtrack. Got this big beach, but there's nothing really to do here. Oh my god. Actual sound of water. It's crazy, that's wild. What, leaving so soon? Gotta stay here for a little while longer. I'll see you later. Just gonna stand around.
It's been a while.
I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again, none of the blame is yours.
But
Two in harmony surpasses one in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group.
There is! One of the few references to the previous games before Persona 3. The Nanjo group was, oh, I can't remember the guy's name. He was one of the main characters in Persona 1 that does technically in Persona 2, but I haven't played Persona 2. But he's one of the main characters in that game. He's from a rich, influential family, and well, it's the Nanjo group. So I guess that is one nod to that. So that makes you think the well, it's not the protagonist, one of the main characters of the first Persona probably met Mitsuru. He would be older than her because both of those games I think takes place in the late 90s. I think late or mid 90s. So he'd probably be quite a few years older than Mitsuru. But it's kind of a interesting thought to think, yeah, they probably met each other and even know each other. It's kind of wild. But you never see those characters ever again. They never really get brought up in later games, which is a shame.
You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
yes, father.
Now, one thing, I mean, I'm not sure if it's actually true or not, it's a theory. But the reason that Kirijo and Nanjo groups him separate is because Nanjo Group didn't like where they were going with the research on shadows or women, maybe, I don't know. Because, you know, Nanjo Group would have had experience with the instance in Persona 1 and 2 and would be like, nah man, that's a bad idea. I don't know.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That's another thing. Why didn't you ask me directly instead of using this trip as an excuse?
You know, it's kind of a contradiction that he's got this angry, intimidating looking face, but at the same time, he's just like, you know what, if you just be honest with me, daughter of mine, everything will be fine. But you're just being all secretive, I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
Bring them here. All of them.
And I will sacrifice them all.
I had no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Do I even have a different character portrait? Or I always have this resting angry face?
There's a girl named Takaba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Yeah, that's our last name, isn't it? It makes sense what he's saying.
Father?
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version. Well, it's true. We adults are to blame.
Man, it just makes me think of Persona 5. It's like, adults, man, they're all evil, stupid adults. Feels like the game is basically just adults, bad people. Teenagers are like best people. Adults are crummy assholes. There's no adults out there that's, I don't know. It just feels like that was a constant occurrence in Persona 5.
If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now, I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power was a time manipulation device.
Ooh.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur.
That's all well and good, man, but when you get into time changing the past and stuff like that, that's where shit is like, you shouldn't be dabbling in that, man. Playing God too much, that would cause all kinds of problems, some of which would probably be beyond comprehension.
With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Although, how the hell would shadows lead to that kind of development?
Damn, that's insane.
Indeed.
However, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal. In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. Now that I think about it, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that. It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
You know, I don't know what it is, but I feel like his father, aka Mitsuru's grandfather, kind of makes me think of Dr. Robotnik's grandfather or wherever it was. Specifically in like Sonic Adventure 2 or whatever. It's like his kind of madness to him just kind of feels similar. I don't know.
What's this?
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
I pray that this recording reaches safe hands.
Get ready for a plot twist.
That voice!
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. And this experiment should have never even been conceived. I'm afraid what I've done will result in an unprecedented disaster. But if I hadn't, the entire world may have paid the price.
The entire world?
I mean, do they have to really always do this? It feels every JRPG goes the cliche route of it will affect the entire world. Do we really have to make the stakes always so freaking dramatic? Can we put it on at least a lower scale for once? It's always the same at the end of the day. It's just like, no, it has to be grand every time.
Please, listen carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. To end this nightmare, you must eliminate all of them. I am to blame for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success. And so I didn't raise any objections. It is all my fault.
Huh? Dad?
Dun dun dun.
You mean... that was...
Father.
His name was Eiichiro Takaba. He was the head researcher at the time, a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
I can't believe it.
This must be super awkward.
So that means my dad caused it all? The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died in that incident? It was all his fault?
You okay?
So that's why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takiba,
I don't want your pity! Shouldn't someone go after her?
Will you go?
Just let her be. Why me? Because you're the protagonist. Sure.
Thank you.
I believed in him for so long. Oh, this is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little? You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
How should we respond? I feel like him saying "I see" would be such a typical response from this protagonist. Must have been tough.
Yeah. But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in the spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up because even though it said to my family, it was pretty much all about me. That only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But it turns out, all of that was for nothing.
Come on, cheer up, I guess so. Not true.
You're just trying to make me feel better. Why does reality have to be so harsh?
Tell me about it.
I tried so hard to fight my fear, and this is what I get. Maybe I'm just jealous of Mitsuru senpai. I mean, why my father and not hers? I'm a horrible person, aren't I?
Don't blame yourself, that's how people are. Everyone's freaking horrible. Oh, you know, it's just natural.
Huh, well, you're just Mr. Perfect. Nothing ever phases you. And now you've got the nerve to try and tell me how to feel? You think you know me? You don't know anything.
So you think you know me? And then that song plays. Was it about Alter Bridge or something?
I'm sorry. My head's a mess. I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm totally lost.
Honestly, I can relate a lot. Because I've been feeling the same this year, you know. Cat got put down early in the year. Lost my mother in July. Still feel the same there. I still feel like I don't know what to do anymore. I feel lost.
Tell me, what should I do?
I don't know, maybe it's okay not to know.
Huh? You know, you really are one of a kind. I'm sorry for acting like this. You've lost your parents too.
And he lost his parents 10 years ago as well, which lines up with that. I forget if that's ever brought up or if they were connected in any way to that, or if his parents even get brought up at all. Because I can't remember. It's been a few years since my original playthrough of this game. And even if I did remember, I wasn't spoiled it anyway.
But I'm alright now. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening.
That just makes us think of anyone else, grew up with, VHS. You'd have ads on the video, and it'd be like this ad for either piracy or maybe it was for rewinding tapes and stuff like that. And you just have this message at the end and be like, thanks for listening. And have a tick or something. I can't remember. I haven't seen that in years.
Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right?
I came because I wanted to. Cuz.
Ooh, you're such a gentleman.
Cuz with a Z.
Thanks.
I'll give her a one on.
Hey!
It's awkward.
Yeesh, what's taking you so long? Everybody's waiting.
Ruined the mood, Junpei. Although I already would ruin the mood even if you didn't show up.
It's almost the dark hour, so you should get back.
I don't know, it feels like the protagonist and Yukari feels like they get a few moments that makes it seem like, you could see them as a couple. Compared to the other ones. But there is one other character where I can kind of see it as well. It's like, in Persona 5, what was the name? Was it Makoto? It's like, they have a bit of chemistry here and there throughout the story. So it's like, when I originally played it, that's the one I was originally going to go for. But because it didn't have academics, it didn't have the brain power, couldn't max out her socially. So I ended up going with Futaba on my first playthrough instead, because that was the only one I could max out at that point.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Awkward.
Did I miss something?
I almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Well, duh.
You know, I've been thinking lately.
You know, what if you're at sea during the dark hour? What happens then? But I was gonna get interrupted with that.
Once you awaken to the power of persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour.
He's just staring at me. You know, I haven't actually shown a. I mean, I showed a picture of the 3 kittens on my old channel, but I'll show a picture of them on screen here. That's what how it. And though, it's like Buddy is the black and white cat. So you had him back in either April or May. I think it was April. And I think we got the 2 ginger ones maybe in June. Sadly, my mother never got to see the 2 ginger cats because she was in hospital at the time and then she passed. But she at least got to, see Buddy for a bit before being, going to the hospital a second time.
It's like trading away your innocence.
Making myself depressed again.
In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. So, I guess I'm stuck with you guys, huh?
Yep. Now that that's settled, let's get back.
You feel as if you are being watched. Much like the previous, well, not the previous day, but earlier in the day. So, was it 3 or 4 days that we're here? Second day, another scene of morning.